is good, pirates. We've got a lot of news for you. Aboard the ship, ready to go, this is our crew. We've got the scoop, and we'll deliver it to you. The latest news, here's what's good.
We acknowledge that we are on the unceded lands of the Spokane tribe. The Spokane people shared this place with other tribes through their relations, resources, history, and trade and ceremony. We thank the caretakers of this land who lived and continue to live here since time immemorial. This land holds the knowledge, culture, and spirit of the people of the river.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, January 19th. I'm Matthew.
I'm Oscar.
Students, just to remind you that the old attendance office and counseling office have switched places. If you need your counselor, please go to the old attendance office, and if you need attendance, please go to the old counseling office.
If you need help getting into Power School, please come to the counselor's office today during the lunch, and we can help you regain your information. This Saturday at 7, the theater group is going to be in the theater, so you can go watch them make and have a good time, just like last time.
Students, we are almost out of spirit packs. Make sure you get yours by Friday. You can purchase your spirit packs for $10 in the business office.
Today there will be a fundraiser held for Joya and Advisors. Joya is a non-profit institution that helps children who are born with developmental difficulties or delays and are known for their school penny droppers. Groups of students will walk into advisory on Wednesday and Thursday to collect cash and coins in orange buckets. Make sure to bring your loose change. Every cent counts.
Don't be a drag. Just be a queen, king, or whoever you want to be. The Rogers GSA Drag Show is back on Saturday, January 28th. It will be held at 9 Bar and Bistro on Sprague in front of the bus/train station. Doors open at 5 p.m. Show runs from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. All minors must plan to leave no later than 8:30 regardless of whether they have a parent or guardian present. Come celebrate with the Rogers GSA, our local drag queens, the Drag Kings of Spokane, Odyssey Youth Movement, and the Spokane Imperial Court.
And that's all for news today, so we're on to sports. Blah, blah, boom!
It's alright.
Hey, weren't you in boys basketball?
Yeah.
Oh, when is it?
Friday, 7 o'clock.
No. Didn't you take a picture with someone famous?
Yes, I did, with two-time All-American Drew Timme from Gonzaga.
Wow. That's great. Can we see the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Drew Timme.
How about that wrestling rally? They put their heart and soul into it at West Valley last night.
Girls varsity wrestling will meet in Othello for the Lady Huskies tournament January 20 and 21st at 9 a.m.
Boys and girls varsity basketball is at home against Pullman January 20th. Girls tip off at 5:30, boys at 7.
Gymnastics meets in Meade January 24th at 5:30, not 5:20, not 5:40, but 5:30. This was sports. Go Pirates.
Go Pirates.
Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on until victory is won.
It's Okay, so I'm going to share a little bit of the journey and life works of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. from the concept of one of his last books that he wrote, and it's called Where Do We Go From Here? Chaos or Community? Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia, and he was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee, April 4, 1968 at the age of 39. He was born the son of Martin Luther King Sr. and Alberta, who was already active in the fight for civil rights. Though he was born physically free, he was raised around Southern ways in a Southern mindset that still struggled with seeing the black man as his equal. Refusing to be shaped and defined by the ignorance of his environment, he set out to educate himself, which became his vehicle to influence change through the power of one's voice. It was Dr. King who once said, "A man's life begins to end when he stays quiet about the things that matter." He received his bachelor's degree from Morehouse University in 1948 at the age of 19. He also received a Bachelor of Divinity in 1951 from Crozer Theological Seminary. He began his doctoral studies at Boston University in 1951 and received his PhD degree in 1955 at the young age of 26. But where did he go from there? Even with all of his academic achievements and degrees at the highest level, he became quickly humbled by his reality that he was still a stolen body in the land of false promises. On the steps of the Capitol in Washington, D.C., he reminded America of her own promissory note that declared the unalienable rights of all men, black and white, that we would all have the right towards life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Therefore, in his refusal to accept that the Bank of Justice was bankrupt, he stood up to be seen and heard that he was now ready to cash that check. That it was time for America, the land of the free, to follow through with their creed and deliver on her promise. However, we must not be deterred by small steps of progress as though we have achieved our goal. As though a rise in minimum wages on service jobs would ever equate to 400 years of free labor. Though we began to hear the sound of justice springing from the pivotal legislative gains in the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Voting Rights Act of 1965, and the Fair Housing Act of 1968. Even the 2009 act of placing a black man in a White House. Dr. King reminded us of the cost of change by not forgetting the fire hoses and dogs unleashed on nonviolent protesters in the civil rights marches of 1964, the Bloody Sunday beating in Montgomery, Alabama in the voting rights marches of 1965, and the economic redlining and predatory lending of the Housing Act of 1968. But where do we go from here? Dr. King once said, "Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred. For hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that." And that we should never be satisfied nor content in this fight until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. So, if we choose community over chaos, then we must embrace the fact that people generally thrive in spaces where they are celebrated and not tolerated. Therefore, if you belong, then I must belong, and you and I belong, then we belong. Thank you.
Lift me up, hold me down, keep me close, stay
our announcements, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.